This next story is going to be very, very interesting. And I only say that because of what it means to people and what this could mean for basically every gamer that has ever set a record for anything, okay?
All right.
Billy Mitchell's old website now debunks his controversial Pac-Man high scores. Mitchell, who is often pictured wearing a black button up and a tie plastered in American stars and stripes, iconography, made his name as the first person to hit the perfect score in Pac Man, which is 3,333,360 points in Pac Man, and the feat was accomplished back in 1999. He also set a bunch of records for Donkey Kong, including three separate highest ever scores set in 2005, 2007, and 2010. Okay. But evidence emerged that Mitchell used the same software based emulator, MAME, which is multiple arcade machine emulator, to achieve at least some of his scores rather than playing on authentic arcade hardware.
Yo, so this guy is literally fucking suing anybody that fucking calls him out being a cheater, huh?
Yeah, that's what the issue is.
What the fuck?
Right. So it says right here that he was in the works 6 months prior, but was held up due to legal talks. Twin Galaxies has not reinstated Mitchell's records. They said they found evidence
Of
and
cheating?
of him using that software. Yeah.
Hmm.
So we have basically here is they really don't dive really in depth to what the evidence they may have found. Let's see here. They really just don't dive into depth besides his old domain having some things.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, what are your initial thoughts on this?
I mean, it's possible. Fucking the world we live in today. Um, I don't know. It's weird. Defending your by fucking suing people like, oh yeah, you wanna fucking call me out, bitch? I'll sue you. Like, why do you have to go to that far? If it's not true.
Right.
There's something right there, but I don't know. There's a lot on the comments. There's a lot of people that say that he's done the high score on live on Twitch. So there's that.
But
Overall,
using the emulator is what they're saying.
so you think the emulator is somehow programmed or wired for him to achieve that high score faster?
Well, it's the only perfect score I'm assuming is if like you fucking get every ball without dying and you eat up the monsters a bunch of times. So if
Like
that
fucking God mode?
yeah, and maybe sometimes like it would barely nick him and it wouldn't fucking kill him, you know? So
Hmm.
there's speculations of him using that software, which really looks bad. It's starting to have, we're starting to get into that era where people aren't believing the shit that they're fed.
Yeah,
They're
true.
starting to call people out on their shit, and sometimes, like they've pointed out, there's been a lot of inconsistencies in his statements, and it's starting to catch up to him, and that's the interesting part. So, but I was saying earlier that this is a big thing because now, and it's so small, but now it's gonna leave and like open the door for a lot of people to actually break the record and do it like you said, do it on a classic arcade, a little mini arcade built thing,
Yeah.
and they could kind of steal that thunder away, and they could have that score and prove it to people, and maybe become bigger than this guy, right? The thing is that this guy, I remember seeing this guy on the Guinness World Record. I remember seeing him in some type of documentary type of show where they're like showing him and how he beat Pac-Man and stuff. It puts a stain on his, you know, air quote legacy. It does.
Yeah.
So let's see here. It
That's why he's
says,
trying to fucking sue everybody.
right. So I would sue people, right? I would sue people. Like we're just talking about it, so I'm not saying sue us, you know.
Yeah.
Those are the fuckers that are accusing you. I'm just reporting the news. So there, I'm gonna keep going. If you if you've done it already, you can do it again. There has
Yeah.
to be. We can't just And then and the thing is too is that we are in the see it to believe it error. Okay.
Yep.
If somebody tells me, "Hey, you're not that good at UFC," let me train and get back in shape to where I was when I quit playing ranked and shit. And then let's have that conversation. We're not going to have a conversation where somebody downplays my achievement and we're not going to talk. He's suing them, and like
Like,
that, yeah,
yeah.
and that to me shows that they might be onto something. They, the perfect Pacman domain shit. There's a reason why somebody found that. It wasn't because of digging, or it was maybe he might have said something, or somebody that he knew and they might have had a falling out. They might have had the inside scoop on how he did this shit, and he knew exactly, and something just oh, let me destroy this man's fucking legacy by
That's what I'm saying.
taking away something from him. Assumptions and shit like we just saw right now with R. Kelly. Okay, assumptions and shit kind of just don't happen out the blue with evidence. Assumptions happen. Okay, but when they assumptions with evidence, then
fucks you up.
it fucks you up and it makes you look bad. So, and that's exactly what's happening here with this guy. And I'm waiting to see exactly if they're gonna find something with him, because the thing is, it's such a high score on such a simple game. But like I said, it's going to open the doorway for people to go in there and actually earn the record doing it live. Like right now, if I were a person, a content creator, I would go buy a fucking cabinet right now, an original Pac-Man,
Yeah.
unwrap it, undo everything in a like multi-camera stream,
Uh-huh.
and I would fucking try to get the record.
And your fucking views will fucking shoot up for sure.
Yeah, the official record of you getting this a perfect score. Yeah,
And then
there's
this
no
fucking
way.
guy is gonna come out and fucking try to sue you.
You can't really sue him unless he says, "Hey, I don't think this guy got the record." So it's just and I don't know what the fuck he'd be suing him for. It might be defamation of character or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, it's
Something
something.
hurting your
Yeah,
reputation or some bullshit.
yeah. There's no like actual stuff to it, but I don't think that like I said, that looks more suspicious than it works in your favor.
Yeah.
You know. I'm a quote Drake. A wise man once said nothing at all, even if the story's false. So we'll leave that there.